Hello, welcome. For the new members and families, feel free to sit wherever you so desire. Is that what you told me? Yeah. Okay. And then, if you're an old member, there's a seat back here for you. Or a current member, that would be. Just gonna let everyone get settled in. All right. Welcome to the Telford A. Whitaker chapter of the National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Elijah Fenwick Sanders, and I am the NHS faculty sponsor. We're gathered here to celebrate the achievements of our new members of the Telford A. Whitaker chapter of the National Honor Society through our traditional induction ceremony. So here we go. As the NHS sponsor, I get to facilitate the leadership and service that our students design and carry out. Often, this simply requires me to take a back seat, submit paperwork, and watch with a sense of gratitude the wonderful, kind-hearted scholars we have here at Finneytown. So, to all the current members, thank you very much for being a constant source of joy in my teaching life. To our guests, thank you for joining us this evening for this special event and for all you have done to shape these students into the responsible and caring human beings they are today. To keep these young men and women focused is already a difficult task. I know, I have the privilege of teaching them. But doing it during the midst of a global pandemic, disruptions to our academic schedule and life, and a week-to-week changing of expectations to adapt to the unpredictable environment is really unfairly impossible. Yet, not only did you do it, but these amazing scholars in front of me, they're thriving. So, let's see, reading the resumes and essays of each member clearly demonstrates that your own character, your own leadership, your own service, your own scholarship has led them to this moment, along with all the other accomplishments their future may hold. For that, I thank you and want to give you all a round of applause. As a member of the Finneytown family, besides graduation, tonight is truly one of my favorite nights of the year. It's a night where we do not focus on the material gain that is the focus of many aspects of our culture, and instead, we celebrate the accomplishments of Finneytown's most gifted, empathetic, and outstanding students. We do not get very many nights like this, so be sure to celebrate your own accomplishments, the accomplishments of your fellow inductees, but most importantly, the future accomplishments you will all achieve together. Because this is not the end goal or a box that you have just checked. This is the beginning of a new journey. As I will present in a moment, we are an active and involved chapter of NHS. None of this credit goes to me. It all belongs to the character and leadership of our current officers and their ability to lead their peers. The challenge the new members take on this year is, next year, the club will be yours. You will be up on this stage. Will you simply fill the shoes left behind by your predecessors? Will you bring your own unique brand of leadership, service, and character? Or will you let it fall by the wayside in an act of passive apathy or simply reckless disregard? Time will tell. In order to be a successful member of this organization and not someone who simply checks boxes through life, my advice is this. Never stop setting goals. Never stop improving yourself and your community. Never say good enough, and always, always strive for more. As I said during the past two inductions, always, always remember in the back of your mind, through all the trials and tribulations that lie ahead, at least it's not 2020. I know you all are able to build upon the good work of the leaders that occupy this stage. This is because the students among the new inductees have demonstrated that through one of the most tumultuous times in recent memory, they can still achieve academic excellence. Positive leadership, selfless service, and character rooted in integrity, respect, and perseverance. So, we are excited to officially welcome our new members, and I look forward to watching them place their brand of leadership, service, scholarship, and character onto the Telford A. Whitaker chapter of the National Honor Society. So, without further ado, I would like to begin our program by introducing our fearless leader here at the secondary campus to say a few words. She is truly a pillar of strength, character, service, scholarship, and leadership that looks out for the interests of our students as the bedrock of the secondary campus. So would you please welcome Ms. Carol Miller to the podium.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2022 NHS induction ceremony. Like Mr. Sanders said, my name is Carol Miller and I'm the principal of Finneytown Secondary Campus. It's my privilege and honor to be with you tonight to celebrate our newest members of National Honor Society. Tonight is a special evening. It is the culmination of all the hard work and dedication of that special group of people that will be before us soon. It's a chance for us to honor their hard work in a very public way. Tonight, though, is also a time to honor all of you who chose to be with us tonight, the families and friends of these extraordinary students, because they wouldn't be here without your support, love, and guidance. The students you're about to meet tonight certainly exemplify the everyday pillars of NHS: leadership, scholarship, service, and character. They have worked hard and taken active roles in trying to make our school and community a better place. Thinking about this group of students, one word comes to my mind: selfless. And I did hear Mr. Sanders use that word too. Definition of selfless is someone who is concerned with the needs and wishes of others ahead of their own. Sitting before you tonight are going to be people heavily involved in service to others. The Garden Club started all because of a small group of students and Mrs. Cleghorn coming up with an idea and following through with it. Additionally, the students have volunteered at the Greek Festival and their own churches. As far as leadership goes, our students tonight that will be in front of you are some of our varsity sports captains, Eagle Scouts, and leaders in our award-winning band. Character means different things to different people. But for me, though, these students demonstrate character in a variety of ways. They've been able to overcome the pandemic and all it entailed, including the disruption of normalcy. Many have fought through family disruptions, mental health, and a wealth of other struggles only to be better versions of themselves. I believe these students will always persevere and do whatever is necessary for the good of the whole. In my book, that speaks to their character. Each of these scholars has set high standards for themselves and serve as role models for all of us. They are people that the rest of us should strive to emulate. Tonight is about the students who are sitting out there now, up here later. Students, congratulations, and thank you for making us and our school better every single day. We're proud of each of you for your strong work ethic and dedication to service. I look forward to seeing your continued contributions to the NHS as well as our school. With that, let's get on to why we're here tonight, to celebrate and honor these young people. I will turn things back over to Mr. Sanders, our MC for the evening.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. I would now like to introduce our wonderful NHS officers. So first will be the president, Mr. Edgar Reyes Rivera. Our vice president, Ms. Allison Sanders. Our secretary, Ms. Amy Harlemert. And I'm sorry, Artem. Apparently I didn't put your last name on here, but our treasurer is Artem. And that was my fault. Apologies. So, they were chosen last year by NHS leadership, and next semester they will be choosing new members here today to take their spots. no pressure. These young men and women have been extraordinarily involved, and the teamwork they display in our officers' meetings is second to none. It is clear that they have the same goal and commitment to this organization. I am truly excited to see what they do this year and throughout their lives. With a chapter that has over 1,300 hours of combined service through camps, community cleanups, soup kitchens, animal shelters, Arts Connect, church groups, trunk or treats, whiz kids, supplies distribution, gardening club, and so much more, we could not have reached any of the goals without their organization and dedication. So please give them a round of applause. So our officers will now introduce our newly selected NHS members for the 22-23 school year. For the inductees, when your name is called, please rise and come forward to be recognized for your accomplishments. If you could come up here, that would be good. If you come up on this one, kind of come around and swing back around over here just so the people watching the live stream can see you. So we do ask that you step in front of the podium for those at home to see and to take a seat at the stage after you're recognized. Let's see. And then at the end of the ceremony, we will have a group photo to commemorate our celebration of your achievements. So Edgar, Allison, Annie, and Arlen, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Sanders. I would like to first thank you all for coming out here to join us on this momentous occasion. The students here today have all accomplished great things to be able to get inducted to the National Honor Society. To recognize this, we, the officers, have prepared a small speech for all of them. Now, without further ado, I'd like to first read the first of many speeches for today. Homecoming King, Captain of the soccer team, varsity defensive MP, and Clark House MP. Just a few things that this inductee has accomplished during their time at Faintown. I first met them back in the first grade, and even then, he was such a kind and friendly person. Though I didn't know English, that didn't stop him from trying to be friendly. To this day, I still admire him for that, and I'm proud to call him a friend. From getting me in trouble to first grade to getting inducted to the National Honor Society, I am truly proud of this entity and can't wait to see what they bring to the table. I am proud to welcome Andrew Imholz to the National Honor Society.
Successfully exhibits the 4 areas of NHS, specifically the area of service. They have a special talent and love for children, and this passion has led them to be involved in numerous events, including Vacation Bible School, the elementary musical, and storytelling with 3rd graders. This student's character is shown when they say, "Every time I see a child's face light up at the beauty of learning something new, I know that all of the work I've done is worth it." This mentality of hard work is shown throughout the many other activities of their life. Soccer, poetry club, and marching band, just to name a few, and will continue to allow them to be an excellent embodiment of NHS. Congratulations, Anya Robel. This next person is someone I've known for some time. They are constantly going above and beyond in learning new music and supporting their peers. Because of this support and willingness to participate, they have been deemed a great member of the team by instructors. They also have a knack for caring for animals and selflessly raised and nurtured and fostered kittens for 2 years. This person takes leadership and responsibility with ease in the orchestra, as well as in her classes and at home. Please give a round of applause for one of the most kind-hearted and confident people I've had the pleasure of knowing, Sammy Tudor.
This inductee prioritizes their academic studies. While I may not know him very well, I've only heard good things about him. I heard that he's open to helping other people and offering advice. He's been known to handle stressful situations with calmness and maturity. He was part of the Finneytown Marching Band and made a notable contribution to the low brass, despite being a rookie marcher at the time. He showed his desire to serve the community by helping with the Wildcat Serve food drive. I would like to welcome Riley Lorden to the National Honor Society.
Member of the football team and basketball team, as well as the YMCA basketball coach. This inductee is one of the most hardworking people I know. I've had the privilege to be in some of their classes throughout high school and remember them being better because he was there. Both his smile and laughter are contagious, and you can always count on him to brighten your day. While at times he made jokes and made people laugh, he didn't let them distract him. He's always tried his best in his classes and has always had the courage to ask both his friends and teachers and peers to help. To remember helping him out in his classwork one day, and his genuine interest in learning truly amazed me. I'm proud of how he's grown in the years I've known him, and I'm grateful to have him as a friend. I'm proud to welcome Faye Rahid to the National Society.
I have personally seen the student grow in their abilities of leadership, character, and service. On and off the soccer field, this student displays the qualities needed of a leader. They set an example for others to follow and are always a person people can go to when they need help. This student also actively works to improve their school, from being on the student interview team to being a restorative practices mediator. This student doesn't limit their services to the school. They also participate in activities like the buddy walk and babysitting for relatives. They say, "I'm honored and excited to see what I can do to help." This mindset will be vital in assisting this student to grow as a member of NHS and also as a citizen of their community. Please welcome Josie Pickens.
This next person is someone who is one of the most empathetic and determined people I've ever known. They're a friendly face around the school, and although we haven't had class together since Middle School Leadership Academy, they always greet me with a smile in the hallways. They excel in the qualities of NHS, especially leadership, as they have dedicated a countless number of hours to the band and performing a solo in this year's show. As the oldest of 5 siblings, they have learned a lot of different skills and qualities, saying, "It taught me how to be more thoughtful, never take anything for granted, and that helping can go a long way." Please join me in welcoming Caleb Allen.
This inductee I only got to know fairly recently, just a little over a year ago. However, he's one of the people in the marching band that always shows his passion and hard work in what he does. He plays his instrument fairly well and stays serious about the band when he needs to. However, he's also a fun person to be around. I remember particularly one moment last year with him in which he found a little tiny crawfish-looking animal on the cherry blossom parking lot. And after finding that crawfish, he showed it around and kept it around and cared for it. Band is not the only activity where he shows his ability as a passionate person. He also plays for the boys soccer team, the bowling team, and is involved with the global media class. I would like to welcome Saeed Juhar to the National Honor Society.
Member of both the soccer team and track team, this young athlete truly fits NHS players, especially that of leadership. I can personally attest to this inductee's leadership skills. Back when I was on the soccer team, I could tell that he genuinely cared about teaching both me and his teammates more about soccer. He led me to open fields, warm-ups, and even full practices. The same holds true for track. Many people, including myself, look up to him for his leadership skills and overall experience in both sports. He's taught me a lot about them, and I can't wait to see what else he teach me in the coming year. I'm proud to welcome Ryan Schwab to the National Honor Society.
Displayed their character in numerous ways. While discussing their service at events like Connect Day and the Buddy Walk, they say, "I met many different people while volunteering and have learned how to communicate with others better. This has translated into other aspects of their life, like their job, and allows them to be a friend, peer, coworker, and teammate. They take their academic responsibilities seriously and work hard for their grades. They're not afraid to ask for help when needed and are always willing to stay after school to put in the extra work. This student will be a great representative of NHS to all people in their community. Please give a round of applause for Paige Vicky."
Described as a dedicated individual you can count on and someone who is committed to making the world around them a better place. They spend most of their time creating some of the most incredible artwork I've ever seen, as well as cleaning and organizing the art rooms. This person is one of the strongest natural leaders, and they exhibit this through all extracurriculars they join. Supporting the cast and crew as a stage manager in this year's musical, and helping kids learn and grow as a camp counselor. In Miss Vicky's absences, he has also immediately stepped up to lead and support other students in times of struggle and confusion. Please welcome Kai Hargis.
This inductee lives a busy life, no matter what time of the year it is. She always seems to be involved with something somewhere. She loves to speak her mind and make her voice heard. She shows school spirit by being involved in various school programs and activities. Her hard work and intelligence can be seen with how she prioritizes her academic work at school and works hard to pass through challenging classes. This inductee has participated in a huge variety of activities. She participated in the volleyball and softball teams, helped with the middle school musical, and most notably, she's an integral part of the Finneytown Marching Band, where her passion for the band shines. She shows her leadership ability in the band program and always seems eager to help the new marchers and make sure that rehearsals run smoothly. She's also always early to show up for practice and is often the last one to leave. I am honored to welcome Grace Finch to the National Honor Society.
This inductee is involved in many activities, many school ones such as band, soccer, and golf, as well as outside ones such as Boy Scout. The amount of activities this individual is involved in truly amazes me. It doesn't let those activities stop him from doing great at school though. He's achieved honor status both his freshman and sophomore year, and he's on track to receive it this year as well. I truly admire his perseverance since I was a little life, and even though he's fighting cancer, he isn't letting that stop him. The two sentences that stuck with me the most since that year were, you cannot let a few needles and disease stop you from learning and growing where you want to be. Persistent hope, spirit, and hard work will push through anything. I think we all learned something from this inductee. I'd like to welcome Brayden Laird to the national stage.
Shows excellent leadership and character by having always looked up to their own role models. Whether it be former NHS members or section leaders from the marching band, they've lived their life modeling these people. On top of that, the student has experienced and demonstrated responsibility from a young age, having been an older brother since the age of 7. This has given the student the value of doing acts for others, which is evident in their participation in canned food drives, trash pickups, and student tutoring. They're academically motivated, having received academic scholarships and honor rolls. All of these accomplishments are just a few of many more to come. Congratulations, Hassan Peoples.
The next person I would like to welcome is someone who is very dedicated and caring person. They show these qualities, as well as the pillars of NHS, through their participation in basketball and helping with their youth group. They are described as someone whose enthusiasm and openness was always present in the way they engage with their teachers and peers. Along with being a role model student, this person also spends a lot of time helping children grow and succeed with their job at Just for Kids Learning Center. They stated, I want to make a bigger impact, and I want to be able to do it with more than just me. Please welcome Bella Rivers.
This inductee I've known for a long time. I got to see him change over the many years that I've known him. However, over the years, he's always been a good and caring friend. However, my friendship with him is far from the only positive characteristics that he has. He participates in theater as part of the crew, being an integral part of the theater performances despite being out of sight of the audience. Without his contribution to theater, the cast would not be as effective in their performances. When I had classes with him, he would always bring up the mood in class. He is willing to get to know new people and is an open person to new things in general. He is willing to get to do things that might be uncomfortable and scary. Plus, when he notices one of his friends are down, he helps bring up the mood. I'm proud to welcome Ronald Edmondson to the National Honor Society.
Well, I don't know this inductee as well as some of the others I previously mentioned. The few times I've interacted with him have made me certain that he's a good fit for NHS. I first met this inductee my freshman year in French 1. Having him in my class showed me just how hardworking this young man truly was. While he may have never gotten first in any games we played, since I was in it, I can always count on him to get second. You could tell he studied for a class and sparks in it only supported that fact. I later got the opportunity to get closer to this inductee when I decided to join the soccer team. The moment I joined the team, I learned as an inductee truly amazing leadership skills. This inductee earned a position of captain for a JV team, and you can tell that he truly deserved it. He makes sure to lead the team in both practice and on the field. This year, he's also section leader for the band. While I may not know much about this position, since I'm not in the band, I've heard it's a very prestigious position and involves great leadership skills, something that this inductee truly has. I'd like to welcome Max McMahon to the National Stage.
This person is not only a dedicated student who achieves honor rolls, they're just as dedicated outside of the classroom. They say, "I'm constantly doing something to improve myself." This is apparent in their achievements, including outstanding progress in softball and volleyball, and also their position as a section leader of the color guard. As section leader, this student can always advise people on how to improve or is willing to stay after practice to work on specific areas of the show. They also give their time to participate in events like Connect Day and are always willing to assist their neighbors. I'm excited to watch how this student will continue with this attitude as a member of NHS